Okay, sir. I actually remembered that day when she started to talk about the story. It almost seemed that she held my hand and kind of walked me to her memories. It seemed that everything was happening all around me. Actually, what happened to her could have happened to any of us. So I'm going to introduce Urmi Purkayastha with a story that Tuesday in Pullman.
হ্যালো মা, এক্ষুনি ফিরলে শুভর বিয়ের থেকে? সবাই এসেছিল না? ছোট মাসি, মেজো পিসি, রাঙা জেঠু। মা, দিদার শরীরটা একদম ভেঙে গেছে, তাই না? সবাই আমার কথা বলছিল। মা জানো, মনে হচ্ছিল ছুটে চলে যাই, কিন্তু কিন্তু এত দূর না, কি করে যাবো বলো? মা কোন শাড়িটা পরেছিলেন? চন্দন রঙের ঢাকাইটা? ইস, ভোজ কেটারার মিষ্টি দই আর নলেন গুড়ের সন্দেশ। কেন বললে জিভে জল এসে গেল। আচ্ছা মা, শোনো, দরকারি কথা। হ্যাঁ, তোমার আর বাবার না কয়েকদিন ধরে খুব ধকল গেছে। কদিন বাড়িতে তুমি রেস্ট নাও। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ বুঝেছি বুঝেছি। এখন ফোনটা রাখো মা, ফোনটা রাখো। হ্যাঁ, পরের রবিবার তোমাকে আবার ফোন করবো মা। আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ মা, ভালো থেকো, সাবধানে থেকো মা। টাটা। That was me, just getting off a landline conversation with my parents back in 1991 in Pullman. Pullman was a quaint little town in Pacific Northwest, home of Washington State University. I was newlywed, wife of a graduate student, lonely. Everyone I knew in that small town were either graduate students, postdocs, or university professors. It seemed to me like I was the only one sitting home all day doing nothing, really a prisoner in my own four walls. I was miserable, lonely. All I did was look out through the big window where I would look for any friend, someone, anyone to have a friendly conversation with. One such lonely Tuesday afternoon, I remember I was looking out through this window and thinking about my friends who had just returned from a trip to the backwaters of Kerala. And suddenly, I heard this loud scream, "Help! Help me! Help, please! Urmi, are you home? Help me!" I knew it was Savita's voice. Now, Savita and I had met a couple of weeks ago in our common laundry room in the apartment. Just seeing a familiar Indian face, we bonded in no time. "Oh, is your husband a student at Washington State University?" "Mine too." "Oh, are you married? How long are you married?" 2 years. "Yeah." "Oh, I'm just married six months." So exchanging aloo posto with sambar, wedding stories with homesickness stories, we became best of friends. Then came that fateful Tuesday afternoon. I was standing by my favorite window, my best friend, sifting through my mom's blue aerograms. We used to write letters back then. Suddenly, that shriek voice, I heard Savita's voice, "Ma, help me, help me please." I ran through my door, almost tripping down through the stairs and jutted through her half-open door hearing my footsteps, Savita moaned out, "Urmi, is that you? Please, I'm in the bathroom. Can you please come?" He ran to the bathroom and saw Savita laying in a pool of blood. Her legs were hanging out. Her face was pale. Her lips blue. Her hands felt cold to touch. She saw me and said, "Urmi, Urmi, my baby is dead. Urmi, I'm bleeding out. Please, Urmi, call my husband. Call Satyan. Urmi." I completely froze and said, "Savita, I didn't know you were pregnant." And felt so stupid at my most insensitive remarks. But all I knew was it was her and I in that room, and I had to do something to help her, and we had no one else. So I immediately ran back to my apartment to gather some cleaning supplies. And the first thing, my first intuition was to call my mom. Ma, what do I do? My friend just had a miscarriage. Do I give her some Crocin? But no. I just was dreading the huge AT&T bill at the end of the month. I can't call her. I bit my lip. And then I called Satyan instead. Actually, left him a voicemail. And then, all of a sudden, I remembered this ad, this commercial on television about Planned Parenthood. How they said they have services for miscarriage, abortion, STD. I called the university helpline and got the number. Dialed 508, well, that was the area code. And then the operator said, "Hello, Planned Parenthood, how may I help you?" "Hi, my name is Urmi, and my friend just had a miscarriage. Can you please help me?" "Okay, ma'am, how many months pregnant is your friend?" "Well, I think she said she's 2.5 months pregnant, but she's bleeding. You would have to come and help us. Please come help us right now." "Okay, ma'am, all you need to do is calm down and bring her over to our office. We are right on 1210 King Street. Where do you live?" "Well, we are on Valley Street." "But no. We can't drive. We don't have cars. You know, our husbands are university students and we can't drive. So you would have to help us." "All right, ma'am, just calm down. We will send an ambulance right away. But listen, all you need to do is stay by your friend, keep her hydrated, ask her to take some long, deep breaths, and do not panic. Do you understand?" Yes, I do, but you need to hurry. I'm so scared. She's bleeding so much." "All right." And then the phone got disconnected. I remember I just gathered some sheets and towels from my apartment and ran back to her. By then, she tried to gather herself somewhat. I helped put some clean clothes on her, put some deodorant too, and made her sit on the toilet bowl while I cleaned the bathtub somewhat. The next few steps were easy. The ambulance came over, we went to the Planned Parenthood office, they did a DNC on her, and let her go home after a few hours in the recovery room. Actually, the system took over. Back in the car, I could see that the couple was exhausted, angry, irritated, guilty, but somewhat relieved at the same time. I know I was. That particular Tuesday was like any other ordinary Tuesday. I was lonely, homesick, young. But what happened with Savita and the events that followed was life-altering, was transformational. And I was so proud of myself that I could help someone which was so much out of my comfort zone. And life just got a tad bit easier on in itself, and I wasn't scared to do something I was not familiar with. Well, a couple of months ago, I met Savita on Facebook. Found out they had returned back to India, Hyderabad actually. She now has 2 twin boys, happy. We just got talking, and we had lost touch after we moved back from Pullman. She said, "Remember, Urmi? Remember back that Tuesday in Pullman? You helped me so much. Oh my God, what would I have done without you?" And we were so young, so immature, so naive. I said, well, I just sent her a smiley face and thought to myself, Savita, we were both young, we were immature, but we both grew up so much that day. And actually, thank you. But not sure we understood back then. Thank you.